Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is XD and I'm joined by my oldest friend, Moses Chanza. We've been friends for a really long time and I've been waiting to feature him on the channel so we can have a chat about the industry and finances. So welcome to the channel, bruh.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for
Finally.
having me. Yeah, yeah. It's been a long time. We've tried to do this, but finally it is happening.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah, because
good.
I know
Yeah.
you have a busy schedule, man, with work and the businesses that you run and everything. So, I've always wanted to pick your brain about certain things, especially concerned to DJing and music and finance and all of that. Because, like, look, I'm really not a person to speak much about finances and things of that sort. But I know right now with lockdown, a lot of people are affected in terms of business-wise, especially
Yes.
DJs and people that do events and stuff like that. And people that are here on my channel, there are people that have those kinds of businesses because they are DJs, because I often do like a lot of house music style content on my channel. So I wanted to pick your brain on a few things that are happening right now in lockdown and what you think about them, because it's really hectic, this lockdown, because a lot of people have lost work in terms of the lockdown and not being any event. So, what do you think about that and all these losses? Do you think people are gonna come back from that? What's your opinion on all of that?
Wow, that's one big loaded question. This lockdown has actually been, in a case, it is a blessing in disguise to people who are if you are a bit awake and you are listening to what is going on, in the media and what other opportunities might be available right now.
If you're open-minded
If you
about
are
things.
open, yeah, if you're open-minded, this was actually a good opportunity to actually grow yourself. You see, the thing with the whole lockdown idea, it gives you an opportunity to research things you might not have thought about, because people are
Uncharted
in
territories,
uncharted
more or
territories.
less.
Because people are always busy, you're always driving around, you're always going out, so you never get time to sit down and actually reflect on what else you could be doing,
And investing in,
and
basically.
investing in, and most importantly, investing in your knowledge. Because knowledge, as they say, is power.
Of course, yes.
And if you don't have the knowledge to do what you need to do, you're not getting any income.
Yeah, of course,
And
yeah.
that is the main topic we need to be discussing. How do you get income under these conditions?
Yeah, that's true.
And I believe a lot of people were not prepared. Actually, were not aware how bad lockdown was going to be. If you look around, there's a lot of shops which closed. Many of them won't be reopening.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of guys
A
are
lot of
going to be
businesses are
lots of
just dying,
businesses gone.
going under.
We were affected in entertainment, doing events. We can't do events for another year,
Yeah.
and it's something we never thought about. But because we're always trying to find out what is different, we listen to alternative media. We don't only listen to SABC or
Yes.
or CNN. No, you listen to other guys who are talking about what's going on in the economy. Not only Metro FM. You don't have to listen only to Metro FM to find out what's going on really in the whole world,
Yes.
So that gets you prepared for times like this when they happen. That, okay, listen, there's a guy I listened to on YouTube like 2-3 months back. He said, okay, you need to prepare and be ready in case there's a lockdown. And when the lockdown happened, most of the guys who were actually listening to the alternative media people were prepared. We didn't run around looking for toilet paper or as people were worried about toilet paper. Why are you worried about toilet paper?
Hoarding toilet paper
No, it
and
makes no
such
sense.
things.
It makes no sense. We need to be prepared most of the time, but the preparation, you get to do it in times like this when there is a lockdown. So now you prepare for your next move. When the lockdown is lifted, what are you going to be doing different based on what you were doing in the past?
Okay, that makes sense.
So this is an opportunity, not to be negative, not to worry about alcohol, not to worry about cigarettes. Opportunity. Let's prepare for what's next.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we know, like, a lot of people now are doing interviews on Zoom,
Yeah.
electronic interviews. many guys might not actually get to meet their boss face to face. They
Yeah.
might start working from home over telephone, over internet.
Yes.
And those are the opportunities which are available. We must be looking at,
That's
So,
why people are now doing live stream sets.
yes, which is where we want to also focus as a company. We want to focus on doing, a business which will cater for people to do live stream sets,
And host DJs
and
that
host
want to do live
DJs.
streams and all of that.
Definitely.
So, in terms of people that have invested their money in, let's say, sound equipment and sound gear and all that, like for events, right now they are not getting their equipment booked out. So, which means they're actually losing money. Well, what do you think about that? How do you think they can turn that around?
Yeah, you know what my mentor used to say, He used to say that you make money when you buy correctly.
Okay.
So, what that means is that if you go and buy sound equipment, we can't predict the future. Certainly, we couldn't predict that we wouldn't
no
be
one could.
doing gigs now,
Yeah.
So, what I had to do when I went shopping around for equipment, I had to make sure that there is value for money.
Okay.
So that you don't invest all your money in all the equipment at the same time,
Or like all you have.
all you have,
You
So
leave a little bit.
definitely. So by going out and looking for the right price and making sure that when you do events, you keep some of the profit you invest for the future, because we never know,
Like
how
a little
the
bit of
future,
a savings
Yes.
on the side.
especially for entertainment. Winter is coming. So if you were doing events in December, and actually in the whole of summer you were making money, and lockdown just came now 2 months. So we knew that we had another 2 months of trying to make some income, but we knew that winter was coming and there was not going to be anything
As
in winter
much as summer.
as much as summer.
Okay, that
So
makes
those are the
sense.
things you think about in advance. You know your seasons for your
Yeah, when you get more and when it's not
Yes.
as much.
Yes, and hence you prepare so that when it's dry season, and this is the worst of the dry seasons we've ever seen. When it's dry season, you now tap into your savings. What do you put aside for your business to continue? So even in this current situation where a lot of us who have equipment which we used to get it hired out, we can't do that per se. But we now have an opportunity, as I said before, we are now learning new skills, so that when this thing is done, we know that there's other avenues of making money,
Yeah, that's
But
true.
the good thing about sound equipment, it doesn't rot.
Yeah, of course
You
it
just
doesn't.
have to keep it clean, connect it now and then,
Yeah.
test it, and
Make sure
just make sure
it's
everything
not
is
collecting
functioning.
dust.
That is correct. So that when it's time for you to restart and reopen
back
your
out.
business, you should be ready. The key thing is that when someone calls you on the first day of the end of lockdown and say, listen, X, I need to do an event and these are the things I need done now. You shouldn't be, trying to find your feet. You should be
Yeah.
ready to start and go as if, you were not on holiday.
Yes,
as
yes.
Other people look at lockdown as a holiday. It's not a holiday. It's a season to introspect, look at what other opportunities you can go into, and connect with family.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, I totally agree. So it's not really a loss per se, because obviously people after this lockdown, people are gearing up maybe to celebrate even harder after lockdown. So
Definitely.
they're gonna come back even harder. Gigs are gonna be like double or triple after lockdown, more
I
or less.
mean, there's going to be a tsunami of events happening.
Everyone will be
Everyone
celebrating.
Everyone, and we've got reason to celebrate. I mean, if we overcome this pandemic, we have to celebrate.
Yeah, we have to
This
celebrate.
is going to be a whole world celebration kind of thing. So we have to be ready. You guys have to be ready. We're gonna be ready with the equipment, and we're going out there, and we're going to celebrate the human spirit that has just overcome this massive, pandemic. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. And when it comes to, like you were talking about, saving and all of that, do you have any ideas or any tips about, when you are starting to make a little bit of money from your work and all that, in terms of if it's gigs, if it's whatever, like saving strategies and so forth that you can, that you have, that you can share?
Yeah, I don't want to give off too much, but I'll give what I've also learned from some people. They say the best time is when you get your first job. Eh?
Okay.
Because look at it this way: you were staying at home, say with your mom or your parents or wherever you were staying. You're not making money. You were actually an expense to them.
Okay.
Say now you get your first job, you start earning 5,000 rand or 10,000. They say from the word go, because you haven't had a lot of expenses in the past, the initial way to do it properly is to save 50% of your income.
Okay, immediately. As soon as you
Yeah,
start
your first job,
working your
you
first
don't.
job.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of. You don't have a lot of expenses. You haven't been caught into the system of getting an account here and there, paying for a loan, and
Yeah, but that's what people jump into immediately.
Yes.
They start working, they jump into all these accounts, trying to get, fresh clothes and
Yes,
trying
and
to
looking nice.
get a car,
Yeah.
immediately into that. But people don't really rush into working on the saving, thing. So you're saying people need that's the time they need to
That's
save
the
the
time you
most.
need to save before your granny calls and says, "Listen, we need." No, you say, "Granny, okay, from my salary." Because each individual is a business. There's this notion that business is only when you own a registered business.
Okay.
And you've got a business bank account and you are renting a premises. And no, that's not true. In my experience, every individual is in business.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because if you look at it in the most basic sense, is that a business sells a product
Yes.
to make profit, and the profit belongs to the owner. So you as an individual, you sell your time to someone else at a price. You say,
That's your job, right?
that's your job, right? So you say, this is how much my time is valued. I'm gonna give you this 8 hours at this rate.
Okay.
Yeah? So end
You
of the
agree,
day,
you sign that
you
off.
sign, So that's your business. That's literally your business. So that
Yes.
income you receive end of the month, it is exactly the what you've worked for. You've been selling your hours the whole month. So that is your income. So you put that in your bank account and say, okay, this is how much I've made. What are my expenses? So you do your expenses. We're starting from scratch, so these are my expenses. Whatever is remaining in the bank account, hopefully it's 50%. You put that into an investment account or savings account. Then you take 10% and pay yourself. That's the 10% you can, you can go buy something nice t-shirt or whatever.
Yeah,
But slowly.
luxury.
Because the key is to accumulate enough capital in order for you to make your money start working for you. Because initially you work for the money.
Yes.
But at the end, the money works for you. You see,
that makes sense.
This is where we need to go to as people. We need to get to a point where, look, I'm not waking up. My money is busy all night making me more money.
Yes.
You understand? So as a start, if you are starting a new job, you're starting a new business, if it's possible, it's best to save about 50% and live on the, on the 50%. And gradually, as you grow and you become more successful, the best guys out there live on 10% of their income.
Okay.
Understand? If you can get to that point, it means that you're just generating wealth. You don't have to be in competition with who's the the richest guy in the world. No.
Yeah.
You are already doing the best you could, living at 10% of your income. What that means is that if there's a recession, you're not worried because you don't live on 100% of your income.
Yeah,
It means
you're not living hand to mouth.
hand to mouth, you know.
You know,
It
you
means
get paid, you spend it all, you wait for the next paycheck, you wait for the next gig so that you can get paid. Because I
definitely.
saw on Twitter, I saw on online a lot of DJs complaining, hey, we're losing money, you know,
Yes.
we've lost all this, we need help, we need this. And then you'd be like, okay, but these guys were charging so much
Yes.
already,
Yep.
you know, so much fees for their gigs. Didn't they have something saved up? Didn't they have a plan for something like this or whatever, you know? So it was really, you know, mind opening what was
Yeah.
happening, like what's really going on. So when it comes to people starting from the bottom, saving is very important,
Very
like you're saying.
important. It's very important. I mean, XD, look at you can't say that you don't have money to save. Because from the word go, you never had money anyways.
Anyway,
You understand? You never had
Yes.
money anyways.
Anyways.
We need to come back and try and not look at the adverts sometimes. You know, the new phones are coming and try avoid that stuff.
Yeah.
Your phone is still working. You don't have to get a new one.
Yeah.
But unless you know you can afford it and buy it cash, then you by all means do it.
Yeah.
You know? Coming to the issue of the DJs, you know, who don't have money now. It's funny you mentioned that, you know, when we used to do events, some of the DJs used to charge us so much money upfront, you know?
Yes, I
I'm
know
like,
that.
hey, you know, these guys are not even willing to negotiate. And they ask
Because they
whatever
have
they
other
want.
offers
Yes,
that
you
are
know?
on the plate, so they listen to you, so they're not going to negotiate with you because they have
Yes,
other offers
they've
of
got-
other people as well.
Yeah. So it really saddens me because the DJs make most of their income, you know, in peak season. You know, that's where they make a lot of money. They make sometimes 3 times their annual income. You know,
So which
especially if
means
they're really good.
So which means it's a sign that these same DJs that were complaining and that are complaining right now that they have lost work. They were
Yeah.
not saving.
No,
They
they're
were
not saving.
benefiting from the fact that they will keep earning money, so they
Yes.
were overspending that money, not it's keeping to that, you know, to that saving strategy and you know, keeping some money on the side in case of
Yeah.
all of that. Now people are struggling now with trying to figure out the online business, how it works to live stream and all of that, because not every live stream will get paid.
Definitely.
It's hard to just monetize on any platform because I mean you can monetize on Facebook and on YouTube, but you have
Yeah.
to meet a certain, you know, criteria to be able to monetize that and
Yes.
so forth. But then what about now the investment that you've made in all the sound and the CDJs that you have already in the infrastructure maybe you had built for your gigs and all that kind of stuff? So it's really crazy.
Yeah, you know, that's why I always remember what my dad used to say, you know. Uh, you need to prepare while there's still time, you know. You don't wake up and start live streaming today and hope to get paid tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that. Even in the best case scenario, I mean, YouTube pays once a month. You know, so if you need money now, you can live stream all you want. It's not coming now, it's coming
Yeah,
month
of
end or
course.
next month.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so the preparation is important. Saving is important because those are the things which will set you apart from the other guy. You know, while people are crying and struggling under these conditions, you are busy doing moves right now which prepare you so that when we reopen, you are ahead of the game. You know, because that's where you want to be. You want to be. You want to go where there is where there's competition, but you want to stay ahead. You know, competition is good. We love competition, but
Yeah.
you want to be able to stay ahead. You know, I don't want to be stuck in the stampede. No, I don't want to be that guy. You know, trying to go through the door with everybody trying to go through the door at the same time. No, you want to be the guy who knew upfront, who prepared upfront that look, the door is going to open.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
and lockdown is going to end. So when it ends,
Eventually.
what have you done with your time, you know, at home? And have you done anything which is considerable, which, you know, you can use going forward? You know,
Yeah, that makes sense. And one last thing before we wrap up, the last thing I wanted to ask you about is about how do you market yourself? Like, regardless of lockdown and out of lockdown, like marketing, how do you build yourself as a person that's a DJ, as a person that's, let's say you've invested some money in some sound or as a DJ, and you have this business that you're trying to lift off the ground. What strategy can you use to market yourself in order to start building it and start working from the ground up? Do you have any advice on that?
Yeah, it might not be as simple as we always think of it to be. The marketing part of most businesses needs to be, it's something you might have to pay for.
Okay.
If you don't know how to do it yourself, it's something that you have to pay for. There is a lot of people who are tech savvy in terms of Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, online marketing.
Okay, yes.
You might have to go out there and look for someone reasonable who will help you to develop your marketing,
Online presence and your online marketing. Yes.
Yeah, and there's nothing beats word of mouth. You need to also go out there, talk to the people. Like for us,
and not be cocky off the bat.
we had to go to the venues and ask for the events. I know people who do say I would go to a place which has regular, people going there every weekend. I'm like, look, if you want to do an event, I'm here. I'll bring the sound. We can partner up in at the gate takings, and So you have to go to the people who is your target audience. You have to go to them.
So you have to create
and
connections with people
definitely.
and connect with people and see what opportunities you can get. And also, if you cannot do the job, not be afraid to actually spend money in
Yes.
marketing and actually paying the right people to do the marketing for you. Because nowadays people want to do everything themselves. No one wants to invest in actually paying someone else to do marketing for them. They want to be the person marketing. They want to be the DJ on the decks.
Nah.
They want to be the guy doing
Yes.
the what you call the sound engineering of the equipment and everything.
Yeah, you can't do everything yourself. Unfortunately, it's not that possible unless you are one very gifted person. But then if you're not, if you like me, the only thing I know how to do best is to go out there and look for people who can help me grow my business. So that means that I have to go out there, look for like-minded people. That means I might have to go to some conferences now and again, go to some shows, exhibitions, and you'd be amazed at what quality of people you meet when you put yourself out there and you actually seek help. There's people who are willing to help you and who are willing to see you succeed in your business. Not all people are haters. There is genuine people out there who are willing to see
Someone
us
else succeed. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
and
true.
we succeed by helping others.
Yes.
If you are greedy, you will not succeed.
Yeah. So greed.
Greed does not work. Greed does not work at all. But you need to put yourself out there and say, okay, I'm willing to help you in this section, and you find that there will be someone else who's willing to help you in an area where you are weak at.
Okay.
Yes, because that's how the world works. You wash my hands, I wash your hands.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Yes,
That
and
makes
that's how
perfect
we're
sense.
going to grow our local businesses by going to assist each other that way. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Really powerful stuff, man. Really powerful stuff. But I think that's it for this conversation that we had with Moses. Thanks so much for joining me, man. I can't wait for you to start your own YouTube channel and
be
share all this information that you have, because I know you have a lot of information. We've had a lot of conversations behind the scenes before. Actually sitting down like this and actually recording. So I can't wait to see you on YouTube as well, joining us in our YouTube community. And guys, you need to follow him and make sure you subscribe to him when his channel is up and running. I will announce that. And if you guys would want to see more content like this, where we sit down and we have conversations like this and take a deep dive into these kind of topics, we're gonna have a link down below where you can follow us on our second channel. when we're gonna be uploading stuff like this as well, and having guests on just like Moses that will share more in-depth things about how you can grow yourself and market yourself in this business. But otherwise, Moses, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much
It's
for
a
joining
pleasure,
me.
man. Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks.
But anyway, that's been us. That's been this video. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm X, and this is Moses, and we're out.
Thank you.
Peace.